Hey guys, in this 11th monthly challenge for the Windgrow group, we're going to be learning how to paint blown eggs. Now if you're a part of the Windgrow group, you're going to want to read all of the rules, but this video is just going to dive right in and show you how to do it. So let's go! Alright, so step number one is we've got to go to the kitchen and get some eggs. Now you all should have eggs available. Most people have eggs ready to go. If you want to be fancy, you can get extra large eggs to paint on, but any egg will do. So before you get started on doing these eggs, make sure you're hungry or somebody in your household is hungry because you're going to be making some scrambled eggs. Don't waste the yolk. Don't waste the stuff in the egg, you know. Oops. Alright, now the way you want to do this is you want to basically poke a tiny hole on each end of the egg. And what I'm going to use is a clay tool that I have with just a very sharp point, but you can also use the tip of a knife. So let's see if I can actually show you what I'm doing. I'm just gonna press right into the egg, and see I made a little... This is the part where you have to be very careful. So there, I made my little hole. Let's make it on the other side. There we go. Okay, now there's a couple different tools you can use for this. One, you can use this fancy thing here. And what it is you put this into the egg and then you blow out of the end, and it's just a little bit easier. If you don't have one, which you probably won't, guess what? You're gonna be using your own mouth because that's what we got. The first thing you'll want to do is you want to make the hole big enough. So see if I can kind of show you. You're going to want to make the hole just a little bit bigger, so kind of slowly carve. And if you mess up, that's okay, because we just have more scrambled eggs to eat. The bigger you make the hole, the easier this will be. So this is a good size hole right there. So let's make one on the other side. Oh, now see? I messed it up, and you can see because it's starting to crack. If you look really closely, it's starting to crack on the side. Alright, so now we're going to put this end here, right? And then blow into the end of it like this. So if you have a really long tool like this, you can kind of move it around and try to like stab the yolk and get the yolk to break. This is lovely, isn't it? Yum. Now if you don't have one of these, you gotta put your mouth on the fucking egg and just... See? Look at that. This is gonna be a great video. Don't make fun of me. This is how you do it. So now with this thing here, it makes it a little bit easier on your lungs, so you don't have to get as lightheaded. I'm already lightheaded, good grief. So now we have the contents of the egg, and it's almost hollowed out. You'll just want to wash it out. So now you want to make sure that you're really getting it clean. And what you can do is you can kind of trap some water in it and then swish it around. And you can kind of do that a few times. And there you have it. even cracked it. Mother... God damn it. Step 2. Painting the eggs. Now you're probably wondering, why the hell is Nestle outside? You don't need to paint outside. Well, I prefer to paint my eggs with spray paint. It's a lot easier. You'll notice that if you paint with a paintbrush, you have to do quite a few coats to get it to not look streaky. So I prefer to use spray paint. If you don't have spray paint, then you could skip this step, but something that I would recommend that you have is this crystal clear, some kind of sealant, some kind of spray paint sealant, so that when you're finished painting, you can seal that egg. It's gonna look nice and glossy, it's gonna stay around forever, and you know, that's just a nice thing if you really want to make a fun project, a nice completed project with this. Otherwise, while we still have daylight, I'm gonna spray paint these guys. Make sure that you have some newspaper, or do it in the grass so you don't get spray paint all over yourself, or all over the, you know, pavement or whatever. This spray paint is so old, I don't even know if it's gonna work. Okay, this one works. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, step 2. Make sure your spray paint isn't like 5 years old, because you're gonna be sitting here like an idiot making a video about how spray painting is sucky. Alright, so the spray bottles were a complete fail. Step number whatever, don't use 5-year-old bottles of spray bottle. I got that far. Anyway, we're gonna just paint the eggs now. So here's my blown eggs, and you're gonna want to use, you're gonna want to use acrylic paint. And if you're looking for a brand to get and you're in the US, patio paint is my personal favorite. So first we're just gonna put a base coat around the egg. You know, make sure that you use a few coats so that there's no streaks. And then you've got to use a minimum of 2 colors for whatever you're gonna do. And it can be anything Wingro related. It can be a Wingro, it can be a Kotala, it can be a Brimby, but make sure you're using at least 2 colors of paint. And if you're creative, remember that acrylics can be mixed, so you can mix the colors too if you need to, but I want to see a little bit of effort. If you don't put in enough effort, you're not gonna get passed in the monthly challenge, so just put your all into this. It's a challenge, remember? Now, after one layer, you can see how streaky it is, so you want to keep waiting for it to dry, and then adding a few coats, depending on the color. So keep at it, just be patient. You know, if you're doing a lot of eggs, you can put this one down and then do another one. So this is only 1 coat, but it's the side that I slightly covered with spray paint. You see how much better it holds the paint, as opposed to when we use this side. It's a lot streakier. So there's a difference. If you have spray paint, use it. Alright, so that's my shitty tutorial on how to blow and paint eggs. It's pretty simple, it's pretty fun, it's pretty relaxing, so just do the best you can, put in your best effort, and, you know, have some fun with trying a new craft. It's a lot of fun, and, you know, it took a long time, especially because I didn't have any spray paint, but if you have those old traditional dyes, you could use those. Otherwise, this is kind of what I came up with. I got 3 different kinds of eggs. One was really simple with it looks like a Wingro coin. It's just gold and black. And one is a punch buggy, and then the other one is a bunch of Brimby walking around the egg, and that one took the longest. It's got like a little background. So anyway, yeah, those are some examples from like a really simple one to a medium one, and then a really complicated one. So do the best you can, and have fun, guys. And thanks for watching and being a part of the group. Bye-bye!